Let's make a potholder with the Potholder loom. This is an 18 peg loom and we're going to make the Twill Diamond potholder design. The Twill Diamond potholder creates nestled diamonds bursting out from the center. This eye-catching design is easy and fun to make. These hot pads take just minutes to weave and make wonderful gifts. This reversible potholder uses 2 colors and is an easy beginner project. You can find a detailed chart on this design at Piglet's Potholder Patterns. This is the Twill Diamond potholder 18 pegs, shared with permission under Creative Commons. Welcome to GoodKnit Kisses. We're all about helping you stitch your love and love your stitches. This pattern has written instructions and links for right and left-handed video tutorials for your convenience, as well as the link to the chart that we referred to for this pattern. So visit the link down below in the video description for a link to our blog. If you'd like to purchase an ad-free version, you can get that on our Ravelry and Etsy stores, but we will not be publishing the Creative Commons chart. There will be a link in that PDF and blog though. We have fully written instructions for each pattern that make it in this series. For materials, you're going to need your weaving loom for potholders. This is a 3/8 inch spacing and it has a more narrow spacing than others. As long as you have 18 pegs across, you can work this pattern. It will have a slightly different size than the one I'm showing here today if you use a different one. This one has 72 pegs all around, so 18 pegs on each end, multiplied times 4 is 72. This loom in particular is a CinDwood loom. I'm working with their 3/8 inch small 7-inch potholder loom, and it makes roughly a 5 by 5 inch square. It comes with your weaving tool, and you're also going to need a crochet hook for binding off around your potholder. You're also going to need 36 cotton loops for this 7-inch loom. So loops that work with whatever loom that you're using. We're working with color A, which is 18 loops of yellow, and color B, which is 18 loops of purple. And I recommend using contrasting colors to really make your design pop out. All right, let's begin. We're going to begin with our warp, which is the vertical loop across. So from top to bottom, you're going to be placing all 18 of the same color of loop. This one is color A or contrast A. In my case, it's yellow. So go across all of that. And then when we start doing our weave, the loops going from left to right or right to left, those are going to be in a sequence of rows normally, but in this pattern here, every row is different. There's not a repeat. So if you've seen my other videos, you'll see that we may have a series of rows that get repeated. That's not the case here. So each one's different. In this video, I'm not going to actually show you how to take it off of the loom. I might tell you just for a moment how to do it, but I'm going to try and save time because I'm going to show you every row in this particular potholder video. Okay. All right, so we're going to go across. Pause your video if you need, and meet me back up when you've got them all covered. See you in a moment. All right, we are ready to weave, and I've added a couple little features in here just to help us because our pattern has little quadrants like this. It looks like you can actually break this up and divide it into 4 pieces. You've got a little square here, and then you can see on this line number 9 going all the way vertical here, and then this horizontal line number 9 all the way across here. It's the mirror image. So you do this little quadrant here and it's reversed over here, and then this whole upper part here is mirrored down below. So works out great. You can work it right to left, the way, or right-handed like I am, and reading it from left to right and going that way, or you can do like in my mirrored video, the left-handed video is the reverse of it, and so you're working actually from this direction, and your little chart is going to be flipped on your screen. But anyway, what I've done is I've added these stitch markers here, counting from this end all the way over to the middle, and then from the top all the way down to the middle. These are on number 9, and this will help you visually see where those kind of mirror areas are. Okay, so let's begin, and we will start setting these in row by row. Each row is unique. All right, let's bring this down so you can see it a little bit better. We're going to start row 1. We're going to weave over 2 and under 2 2 times. So over 2, go ahead and place this first loop, under 2, and when I say under 2, 1 is counted with these 2 loops together, so that's 1, and then we go into this next one 2. So over 2, under 2, repeat that, over 2 and under 2. And then this middle stitch here on the 9th one, this is going to go over 1, okay? And then we're going to go under 2 and over 2 times, so twice, under 2 and over 2, and then we have 1 left, and we're going to go underneath that one. Now, before I move on, I want to point out that this 18th stitch here, this 18th peg here, and then the so that's the top and bottom, and then the left to right, this one down at the very bottom, you could leave that one off because this is mirrored image. See this 9th one mirroring over to the other side. It would only need to stop at this 17th peg to have an exact mirror image, but this chart actually completes it out, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Again, you could leave them off if you like. All right, let's go to row number 2. We're going to weave over 1, under 2, over 2. Okay, let's just do those first, that first part. So over 1, under 2, over 2. Okay, then we're going to go under 2, over 3. So so we're over these 2, we're going to go under 2 and then over 3, and you'll see that the second one of your 3 is this middle peg here. So we're going to over these 3. So I just stick my finger here when I'm looking over at my piece over here for more information. This is the blog instructions over here to my off the screen. So now we're going under 2, over 2 twice. So under 2, over 2, and then repeat under 2 and over 2, and that should finish it out all the way to the end. Okay. Oops, and I twisted that up, so let's make sure everything's not twisted. All right, row 3, we're going to weave under 2, over 2, 2 times. Under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2. And put my finger here to mark my place. And then my instructions say weave under 1. All right. And then we're over 2, under 2 twice, over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, and then we have 1 remaining, and our instructions say over 1. That is row 3. Row 4, weave under 1, over 2, under 2. So under 1, over 2, under 2, over 2, under 3, and now over 2, under 2 twice. So over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, to the end. Row 5, weave over 2, under 2, 2 times. So there's over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. Weave over 1, and then under 2, over 2 twice. So under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2, and then under 1. Row 6, weave over 1, under 2. Let's just do that. Over 1, under 2. Over 2, under 2. Over 2, under 2, and now over 3. This next one's going to go in, so let's see, go over here, and then we have under 2, over 2 twice. So under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2. There we go. Row 7, weave under 2, over 2, 2 times. 2, over 2, under 2, over 2. Weave under 1, and over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, and then over the last one. Okay. Row 8, weave under 1, over 2. Let's see, under 1, over 2, and then we're going to go under 2, over 2, and then under 3, weave over 2 and under 2 twice. Over 2, under 2, over 2, and under 2. All right, so you can see we're right up before my stitch marker, and this is row 9. So we're almost halfway, and row 9 would be, so this, well, actually these first rows are going to get mirrored down below, except row 9 is unique because it's not going to get mirrored again. This is kind of like having like the actual mirror up. So that's just a divisionary line. So row 9, weave over 2, under 2 twice. So over 2, and under 2, over 2, under 2, weave over 1, and weave under 2, over 2 twice, under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2, and then the last one you're going to weave under once. There we go. And now row 10, we're going to weave under 1, over 2, under 2. So let's just do that. Weave under 1, over 2, under 2, and then over 2, under 3, over 2, under 3, and then over 2, under 2, 2 times. So over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. Row 11, weave under 2, over 2 twice, under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2. Okay, and weave under 1, and weave under 2, over 2 twice. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. We're going to weave over 2, under 2 twice. So we did under 1. We're going to weave over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, and over the last one in place. Row 12, we're going to weave over 1, under 2, over 2. So over 1, under 2, over 2, and then under 2, over 3. There's that middle 3 again. And now we're going to go under 2 and over 2 twice. So under 2 and over 2 in place. Row 13, over 2, under 2 twice. So over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, weave over 1, and then we go under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2, and under 1. There we go. 14, under 1, over 2, under 2. Start with under 1, over 2, under 2, and then over 2, under 3, and then over 2, under 2 twice. So over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2. All right, row 15, I may need to take a few loops off. I have another tool, my loom hook tool. I think it's better than using the weaving tool. I showed it in another video, but we're gonna go under 2 and over 2 twice. So I'm going to lift up these 2 first pegs, or loops on the first 2 pegs, place, so we go underneath. It's just a little tight for my fingers. So we are going under 2, and over 2 twice. So skip these 2, get to the next 2, and lay that down and replace them. All right, and then we have weave under 1. So we're going under this very next one. Oh, so yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2. So this one here in the middle on the number 9 is going to go under like that. And then we're going over 2, under 2 twice. So over 2, under 2. And over 2 and under 2. And lifting these up, I can just go all the way to the end here and then lay these back down. There we go. Row 16, we're going to weave over 1, under 2. So let's just do that first. Under these 2, the second and third. And place that loop. And put these back down. Okay, so over 1, under 2, and then over 2, under 2. And then over 3, so over these 3 here, and then we're going to weave under 2 and over 2 twice. Under 2, over 2, under 2, and over 2. So just lay it down with that last one and put these down. And finish the row. 2 rows left. We have row 17. We're going to weave over 2, under 2. Twice. So repeat that again. Over 2 and under 2. And then we're weaving over 1, and then we're under 2, over 2 twice. And that very last one, just pick that up and replace. Okay, so we have one more row, and if you decided to forego this last end here and do just 18 across, or do 17 across instead of 18, you could leave these in and go ahead and start your bind off now. I'm going to go ahead and lay one more row in here just so I'm matching the chart. So we're going to weave under 1, over 2. So So pick this very first one up, lay that last loop down. There we go, under 1, over 2, under 2. And over 2, under 3. And weave over 2, under 2 twice. Over 2, under 2. And that will be the last 2 that you're picking up. Place the last loop and put these down. And then I'm going to bind this off and show you what it looks like when I finish it. But again, the way you start is you're going to pick up one loop at the corner. I'm going to go down this row. I usually pick up this one first though. I don't know, it's just why I do it. It's just the way I do it. So I pick one up and then go to the next loop, lifting up and over like that, and going on to the next loop and continuing across until you get all of the loops off of your loom. Pause your video and I'll show you what it looks like all shrunken up. It's about a 5.5 or 5 inch by 5 inch size. We'll see you soon. And here is my final Twill Diamond. And this one is so cute. And of course you could have left off this extra row. So if you're just a symmetrical freak like I am, I'm staring at it going, well, I probably should have just gone ahead and left that off. But I wanted you to see what it would look like with that 18th row on there. So the vertical part isn't as noticeable to me, like this little part here, but this one, because of the dark color, I can see that this row just adds just a little bit and it kind of shifts over. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't necessarily like to point out mistakes in my work, but I think it's a good one to notice here, especially if you're going for maybe sewing these together to make your own blanket or bag. Then I would go ahead and take off that extra row vertically and probably down here horizontally as well. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for more potholder videos and click down below for even more that we already have for you. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.